Okay. Hello, everyone. We are live. But as always, just give me a moment. I got to.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Isn't it wonderful? There's one person watching. I feel so loved.
Wow.
Okay. Give me a sec. I'm just really bad at this.
What are you
Okay.
so bad at?
I'm bad at like everything. Okay. Tweet. All right. What's happening? I can't believe it. Um. We're late, but it's
Sorry about
here.
that.
But it's here. But it's here. It's here. It's right up here.
Who's
Uh,
watching right now?
I don't know. Me? Probably. Does it count me?
I don't think so. Am I still a moderator?
Oh, you should be. I haven't changed that.
How do I look at who's watching?
I don't know.
Oh, it's you.
It's just me. Hold on, I have to do my plugs. Hello, everyone. That is just me and Spencer. We'll be beginning in 10 minutes. I promise. Because I said we would be starting, soon. But yeah. Okay, tweet sent. Now I'm gonna go on Facebook. Let me send all the pretty people. Pretty people.
Party people.
People?
You didn't say there'd be people.
Oh boy, minimal joy awaits. Okay. Yeah. Okay, almost there. And then let me go on the fan game page. I'm sorry, is that annoying? I'm just kidding. Sure. Okay. That should be everyone. All right. Let us see here. Let's close out all this stuff. Hey,
Oh, what's?
Vania, we got
Oh,
one.
hello.
Wait, that's me. Uh, oh wait, no, it is Vania. It
It
is Vania.
says
Okay, I
says
got, I
two
got, I
watching
got
now.
the music. Okay, I got the music. All
No way.
right, I got the chat. Are we live? Are we doing this? That's it. Are we doing this? Just kidding.
Bones is like, when are we streaming?
Yeah, in 47 minutes. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot to. Oops. Well, it's not made
Oops.
for kids, anyways. Bruh, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at this. There you go. I'm terrible. Just absolutely terrible. I'm just absolutely, like, without a doubt, terrible.
Let me retweet that actually.
Yeah, retweet it. Give me the followers I deserve. See, we like to have fun here at the Earthworm Gym Fan Game Dev. I'm joined today with Spencer, my 3D artist. That's right, 3D. Whoa. We're gonna do the unthinkable. Make Gym work in 3D.
Gonna remake Gym 3D. Except we're not doing that. Please don't ask us to do that.
Yeah, the game is 2D with some 3D elements, like art-wise. Since I guess we'll go ahead and get started. I have done more on the run cycle, but I'm not working on the run cycle today. In fact, I got my 3D artist here. We're gonna show you something really awesome in just a second. So,
No, and it's already showing on screen.
what? No, it's not. It can't be.
Yeah, it is.
Are you serious?
Look at. There it was.
No, it's
Minutes
not.
ago.
Well, okay. Well, it's gonna look even more epic, but I got a little bit of the run cycle here done. I still gotta add Jim and finalize it, but this is looking a little bit more like what I had in mind.
Looking pretty epic.
Thank you, man. I like that little swing he's got going there. Got a little swing.
Now you just need his head.
Yeah. Can't the game just be about his suit? So I could just draw his suit and not have to worry about the head.
Pretty funny.
Just gonna go ahead and send it to a couple more people. There we go.
Gotcha.
Yes. Okay. Go with Spencer. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll get started. Let me make sure that this playlist is shuffled. Otherwise, it's just gonna go through all the ones in order, and it's very clean. Yes, thank you, very clean indeed. It's so clean that he's actually missing his X. Oh, Vania, did you ever get a chance to record those instruments for me? Okay. So what we're gonna do is there a way to? No, I guess not. Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. Here, let me stop sharing my screen. I said I could join. I said I would. Oh, okay. What? Uno momento.
Let's call Bones then.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm really bad at this. Okay. Spencer, just What? Why?
What?
Why?
I'm gonna just.
Oh, Spencer, no. Okay, everyone. Hello.
What were you saying, John?
I'm not updating the thumbnail. I'm just not doing it.
Are we?
Yeah, Bones joined the call. Thank you.
My goodness.
I'm sorry, Bones. I'm all over the place today. All right,
Why is our chat on your stream?
My what?
The Discord chat. It's on the stream. They can see our screen.
Yeah, they have to be able to, because Spencer's going to be showing his thing.
Okay.
Nice, the Discord layout. I have Discord, but don't really want to join any servers. I see that this project's coming along very well. I still feel this fan game could be more. I get that, Two-Tailed Sponge. At one point, I actually did want to have more playable characters, but I'm just trying to be realistic. I would rather get this game out in like the next 5 years than like 10 years for each individual character, just because it's a lot of animation, and I do this in my free time. But who knows? Nothing is set in stone. But right now, I would say my main focus is to just get Jim done. Jim fully playable and works the way I want it to, and then we can explore different avenues on different playable characters. But personally, I think this game should just be about Jim, because I feel like Jim 1 set the stage for a really promising new type of platformer. Not just straight up run and gun. Like, it actually added platforming elements in tandem with run and gun that worked way different than any other game that I've ever played. I think the only game that kind of came close was Mally Mallard, but I think that game took bits and pieces from Jim's design to make that happen. But Jim 1, again, is not perfect, and I hope that this fan game can kind of fix some of that, if that makes sense.
Hey, John.
I have a programmer. I'm the only one animating right now. Spencer helps me with some of the complex, perspective stuff, and Spencer is also a 3D artist. My friend Linux is trying to do some enemy animation, but for the most part, I'm handling all Jim animation because I know exactly how I want Jim to move, and that means less correcting and, And look, we can see the results here. I kind of know what I'm doing. Just takes
John,
a
I
little,
think Bones is trying to get your attention.
I am so sorry, Bones. I am all over the place. I'm trying to catch up my
I
stream.
can see that.
I'm sorry.
So Spencer, what is it that you wanted to show us?
Yeah,
I'm dying to know.
yeah. Spencer, go ahead. If the thumbnail didn't give you any ideas, probably didn't because it's really, really tiny. But that's
Share
okay.
my screen.
Okay, everyone, we got a real
Are
treat
you showing
for
it
you.
on?
We got a real treat for you. Spencer and I have been working
Oh,
tirelessly.
you guys found lost assets for Earthworm Jim 3D. Sweet.
Do what?
You found lost assets for Earthworm Jim 3D.
So what we got here?
Oh,
Why is it jittery? Oh my!
silly bones.
Can my computer not
it's-
handle this?
I guess not. This looks fine to me.
No. When Spencer was rotating the model, Jim was starting to jitter.
No, it looks fine to me.
It looks fine on. Dang, how do I
Yeah,
do?
it looks fine on my screen.
I need to be able to see the chat. How do I do this? Wait, y'all can still see it. Oh, wait. My run cycle's in the way.
I'll just rechat. I'll rechat.
There you go. That works.
John, your GIF's in the way.
I know. I just got rid of it.
Time for the
Cuphead and
reveal.
Earthworm Jim both share hand-drawn styles, even though Earthworm Jim uses sprites. Thoughts on Earthworm Jim Kim? I do not like Earthworm Kim. I don't think Earthworm Kim was necessary. I think it was one of those. Interplay had stripped them pretty much of everything they had in the original Earthworm Jim 3D, and they had to make up an enemy, a new villain on the fly, which was just silly to me. They could have easily used Evil Jim, which he was originally going to be the boss. So then they came up with this really
lazy character.
Lazy and kind of controversial character, if I might add, that just kind of threw Jim's fandom into a really weird. Yeah, it's totally a transphobic joke for sure. But it just threw Jim into this really awkward, weird setting with the fandom. And honestly, anyone who does like Earthworm Kim, that's you. I ain't gonna tell you what you like and can't like, But I personally, I don't consider Earthworm Jim 3D canon at all. I feel like it takes place in the TV universe, and that's it. And that's fine. It's fine. Jim 3D is just a missed opportunity for me, and that's what's kind of disappointing.
I feel like we do this rant every stream.
We do,
Yeah,
because people ask the
feel
same
like we do.
dang questions, but it's
Put
fine.
in the
But it's
FAQ
fine.
then.
Yeah, look, Spung is here. Earthworm Jim X Family Guy.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Family Guy.
That's Spunk's thing.
You bring interesting people, but I'm all for it.
Okay. Spencer, explain to me, what is this? What am I looking at?
This is a 3D model of Earthworm Jim made by me.
Is it going to be used in the game or no?
So John and I had an idea, because I've been doing some 3D stuff. John really wanted to see my take on an Earthworm Jim model, and we had an idea where he'd have an idol where he turns 3D for a minute and then
Oh yeah, that's
scoops
right.
himself
Yeah.
and shakes it off.
Yeah, I remember John telling me that.
Yeah, the way that I pictured it, he's just doing his thing. He pops into 3D just for a scene, doing everything wrong. I'm not even LAN cabled. I need to be LAN cabled.
If I can figure out how to rig this thing and animate it well, I don't think that'd be out of the question.
I know how to rig. It's modeling that I suck at.
Hang on.
Do what?
The
I
stream
know how to-
probably
how to-
went
I-
down.
I know how to add bones and stuff to models and stuff and rigging them. It's just modeling. Gas at it.
Okay.
John, the stream is still up.
Okay, it just said the message couldn't be sent.
The retro kid says that model looks great.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Spencer is
Been
an
working on it
amazing
for
guy. He's such
been
a
working on it
groovy
for a
guy.
few days now.
Vania says, "Can you send me your email so I can send you the sounds?"
Yeah, I'm doing that now, Vania. Give me a second.
Email so I can send you the sounds.
Yeah, I'm doing that now, Vania. Give me a second.
Well, yeah, that looks really
You know what?
good.
Let me just
I
do
think
my
that's
phone.
perfect for a idol like that.
See, the idea was, my biggest gripe with Jim in 3D is no one gets it right. Like, or there's a very few people that understand, and we all know who those people are. They're the avid Earthworm Jim fans, some of the Earthworm Jim Russian community, like Alex Lukanovich. He gets it. I get it. Spencer gets it. And I feel like with Spencer and I's collaboration, we can actually make a model that this is what Jim 3D should have looked like. I mean, this is
Well,
already
maybe
like,
not as poly, but
well, yeah, but they still could have like took the notes,
the proportions.
yeah, the proportions. You know, all the stuff that I feel people get wrong. And I you know, not to toot our own horns, Spencer, but I think we got a winner right there.
My gosh, have you seen that one 3D Earthworm gym model that was made for a magazine?
Oh yeah, I have, and I know the guy who made it. He's really
Oh,
cool.
really?
He's actually really cool.
You think you'd be able to smooth out those sharp edges on the suit?
Well, this is just a low poly. If we smooth it, it's kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of rough. So it's still in the works. But yeah, press the PS5 button.
There it is, all smoothed out.
Yeah, some things break.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has a marshmallow for a backpack.
I like kind of like the ugliness of that.
I'm telling you, that's what happens when you press the PS4 button or PS5 button. Excuse me. We're in next gen.
The hell are you talking about?
This smooth. So this is like PS1, right? This is like No, this is like
Oh.
PS2. This is like early PS2.
When it's smooth, it looks like Dreamcast.
Well,
Kinda does,
I
actually.
wanted to call it PS5 for fun. I'm like, press the PS5 button, and then
Like
Spencer's
when
just
Dreamcast
looking at me
games say,
like, what are you
when
talking
they,
about?
What happened to Strap upscaling the graphics? That's what it looks like. Like that's Rayman 2 when you press the smooth out
Earthworm
button.
Jim as he appears in Rayman 2.
Yeah.
These almost he
remember that.
starts talking.
Well, if it's the Dreamcast, wait, no, that's the PlayStation version where it has full voice acting.
See, that's what I think too, Vania. And I had this very suspicion that Jim 3D took inspiration from the toy. Actually, I kind of got it backwards, and then Spencer corrected me. But it's on the same basis that the original model, the beta, not the new one where they thought, hey, let's copy Banjo and Kazooie, you know, because we already had a really good, decent model that actually looked better than all the other 3D platformers. But no, let's not stand out. You know, let's just copy everyone else and make a. That just bothered me because I always thought for the longest that the reason why they got rid of it was because of you know,
Hardware limitations.
But no, it was an artistic choice. I'm like, are you kidding me? If I put those side by side, like, you know, the trailer, there's a gameplay trailer on YouTube where it's actually really good and has original sounds. It's just Jim walking into the original haunted house, but it is like infinitely better. The gun sounds better. Jim looks better. The enemies, they look better. Like, everything just looked better. And then you see this new product that's like, the hell happened? Like, you had this great thing, and now it's just.
Yeah, we're gonna rip off
mediocre.
Banjo-Kazooie, which is impossible. You can't replicate that gem of a game. Sorry. It's,
A gem of a game.
yeah, gem of a.
Thoughts on
Yeah.
Nibrok's model? What's Nibrok's model? I don't know what that is.
That sounds so familiar.
Is it a
Where have I
gym?
heard
Is
that?
it a gym model? Oh yeah. So what we're gonna be working on is well Spencer's gonna be working on the gun. I'll kind of like jump in and tell him what looks bad, what looks good, just because, you know, I've got that knowledge.
Earthworm Jim, big brain over here.
Yeah. So Spencer, yes, it does have that that indent that you do, but I think it might be a little too close to the barrel. I think it needs to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just grab that.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'll just be in the background.
No, I appreciate you, Bones. How's your day been, man?
Oh.
How's that, John?
Don't even get me started.
That's looking a little better.
You know, I was contemplating streaming today myself, but I think I should save all of these drawings I'm working on for the video for whenever it's fully edited and finished. I don't think I want to spoil it for anyone.
Oh yeah, definitely. See, that's also the sad part is like
You want to show people. What
you want to
have, 'cause you're
show
so proud of
like
it.
guys. I promise you, I want to show you like the whole process. Like I want to be as transparent with y'all as I can. But the main thing that we always got to do is you have to like dial it back. You have to actually discipline yourself to be like, no, don't spoil every little special thing, because I have so many ideas for this fan game. that I would love to share with y'all, but I can't. There's got to be some sort of surprise, otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, like Evil Jim coming back.
What's this?
You weren't supposed to say that.
Oh, this model.
I'm
It's
making it work.
It's not bad. I think this render was made for like Smash. There are some good things about it, but I feel like all it's doing is it's taking it's taking too much inspiration from Jim HD's render, and it's a bit weird. The suit looks fine for what it is. I think the collar's a bit weird though. And I think his hands. There's not a decent separation between the wrist and the what do you call it, the forearm. So it just kind of looks weird. The gun's fine, but I do think the gun's a bit big.
John.
God, I'm just roasting on someone's work. I mean, they put the time and effort. They could do better than what I can. I just draw the character.
Not exactly sure what's going on here.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about the secret character that you can unlock?
Oh yeah, so the secret character is
Don't tell him. I want to tell him.
No.
Please, can I tell him?
You want to tell them secret character? All right,
Yeah.
go ahead, because I bet you what you think the secret character is and what I think the secret character is too different.
All right. Well, I know if you do the Konami code, you'll unlock Peter Griffin as a playable character in Earthworm Jim fan game. That's just one of the playable characters.
Whoa, Lois! This reminds me of the time I was a secret fan game character in a fan game. Wow.
Whoa, Lois! This reminds me of the time I went to New Junk City. Don't even get me. Don't even get me started on that Billy the Fan.
The stupid crow. Stop biting my ass, you bastard! He would literally say that to Fifi.
He would beat him up. Pro fight.
But no, the secret character is whatever Jim found in his armpit that he gave to Peter Puppy in the cartoon. He was like, I don't know. He always said, Peter, I always wanted you to have this. Like, great, thanks. What is it? I don't know. Found in my armpit. So there you go. That's the secret character.
I thought you were gonna say something completely ridiculous, like
that was ridiculous.
Well, that's Earthworm Jim related. I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, you thought I was gonna go over the
Spider-Man or something, or Cartman.
Wow, Jim actually has a mouth. Well, right now, Spencer's working on the plasma gun. Plasma! Working on the plasma!
Having some technical difficulties with it.
Okay. Alright, let me see what you're trying to do, Spencer. Are you trying to,
I'm trying to reverse these surfaces, but they won't reverse.
What do you mean by reverse?
Maybe if you'd educate yourself.
I'm sorry!
Ooh, burn!
No, reversing, see how they're black and not red?
Oh, I see.
That means these faces are backwards.
Oh. How'd that happen?
They're facing the wrong way.
Wait, are you
So
using
if
Blender?
you no, this is Maya. If you delete it,
Okay.
If you delete it, and extrude, would that help? You know, just grab the vertices.
I've already done that.
Peculiar.
I should be able to just hit the reverse button and it doesn't do anything.
Well, wait. Are you sure it's? Just humor me. Have you applied the material? Just humor me.
Yeah, it's applied to the object, John.
Okay. Thank you, Vania. I really appreciate that.
I was gonna say something, but oh yeah, that's right. Who was the artistic brainchild behind that thumbnail?
Oh. It was a collaboration effort. I bet no one realized that I fixed Jim's eyes.
Yeah, did you just invert the image?
No, I actually...
That's what I told him to do.
That's what he told me to do, but no, I didn't. I'm extra brained, you know.
You're just extra sauce.
Well, what I did was I actually grabbed the eye, moved it to the side, repainted the eye on the inside, and then I swapped them. So
Okay.
a lot more effort.
It worked.
Okay, yeah, that's working.
It worked this time. I think that's the general shape I wanted.
Okay.
We were working on the trigger before my computer crashed last time.
Yes. So right now, yeah, the trigger is looking a bit weird just because it's.
If you can figure out how to rig this thing, it would be really cool to like have that as like an unlockable skin.
That would be really funny.
All right, Spencer. That's the. Hey guys, that's our good stretch goal. So help us get.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, hey guys, my name's John Johnson. Thank you so much for contributing to my last Kickstarter, The Second Bible. Now, I'm a big fan of Earthworm Jim, and I need your help. You see, we want to make an Earthworm Jim fan game, and we need your
Alright,
help.
John. How long is this trigger, John?
So extrude it outward. Hold on. Crap. There's no easy way to do this. Can I open
Just give
another?
me something to talk
Can I
about.
open another Discord so that I have one where I can? Nah, I guess it won't.
Yeah, go ahead and download Discord too. and
Electric
we'll be able-
Boogaloo.
You know, Bones. You could like, you could jump off a cliff.
How's that for a trigger, John?
A little. Hold on. I want to help you. I need to be able to see the gun. Like, no, not your gun. The
gun.
The gun.
Oh my gosh, Teddy. She said his gun kind of looks like an earbud.
It looks like an AirPod.
Yeah, it looks like an AirPod
or a-
Pro.
I've never seen an AirPod do that. Hang
Not
on.
an AirPod. What would you call it?
No,
It's
no,
supposed to look
Turrican.
like a jet engine.
Turrican says, well, the game used rendered graphics like in the prototype of the 32-bit ports of Earthworm Jim 2. I don't know. This is just for a one-off gag, I think. Right?
I mean, this is a gag. Okay, Spencer. So the trigger. Let me look at what you got. I have the
well,
reference up now.
I guess some of them will. It's hard to explain because like the last stream Spencer was here, you guys showed off the can of worms.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
some things like for example, the teleportation toilet, the refrigerator that launches the cow. Maybe
Yeah.
some background elements. We're gonna like kind of splice them together between hand-drawn painted art that I do, and then what Spencer will do is like 3D art, and then I'll integrate that into the background art, if that makes sense. So, but this right here, this is for a gag. This is literally just the whole point
For a
is
bit.
Jim is idling, and then for a split second. So Spencer, you don't want the holster or the handle. You don't want the handle to bend inward. It actually bends outward.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that?
Too much.
I feel like I would get whipped if I was modeling Earthworm Jim in 3D right now. Yeah.
Give me one
Because
second.
it must be perfect.
Oh,
and I would not be able to.
Yeah.
I don't think
feel,
I'd be able to do it.
just a slight bit more inward. Slight bit. Oh wait, my bad. I gotta actually like be on Discord. Yeah, that should be fine.
Alright, I'm actually gonna bevel these edges.
Oh yeah, please do. Lorenz and soil, everybody! Woohoo! Stage 5 looks amazing with the hand-drawn backgrounds and pre-rendered sprites. Stage 5.
Level 5, you mean?
No, wait. Are you talking about Gym 2? The prototype in 32-bit? Oh.
Now, John, I remember
I
there
see
being a
what you're
little
saying.
lip on the bottom of the handle that comes out. Was that real, or am I imagining things?
What did you say?
I remember there being a little lip down here that comes out on the bottom of
No,
the handgun.
that's some fan stuff. I mean,
That's some fan stuff.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Let's see.
Hello, Walker. That model looks good. Thank you, G-Star. So Spencer's been working extra hard, and with my guidance, I think we can create a baby. Not Gym 2? Oh, you're talking about Gym 1? The Neo Geo game?
This is some creepypasta shit we're talking about. I found a weird copy of Earthworm Jim.
Remember we were saying
Neo
that...
Geo.
Uh-oh, did we lose... We lost Bones.
They lost bones.
Oh, well.
Alright, onto the trigger.
Okay, so for the trigger, It's actually not as...
It wouldn't be a stream without
Yeah, that should be fine. Bevel it a little bit, Spencer, so it's not so
Bevel it where, in the front or the bottom here?
Good point. Hang on. Yes. I'm looking at the reference.
You send the reference in the chat, actually, so I can look at it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Otherwise, I'm gonna bevel this whole thing. Get beveled. Oh, that didn't do shit.
Here you go, Spencer.
Oh, it's a lot thinner than I thought it was.
That's what I was trying to explain, but my brain no work good.
Let's just move this back. And then...
So let's see. Top 10 scariest creepypastas. Number 15. Lubercina Chains. And
Hey, who found the script of my video?
Let's see. The Neo Geo game I mentioned.
Wait, is that in the chat?
Yeah, Turrican, are you saying that there was a planned port for the Neo Geo? For Jim? I've actually...
Lost media right there.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Bones. Next Earthworm Jim thing.
Jesus Christ, that's a mystery that make my head explode. I haven't even heard it. John hasn't even heard about that before, then you know that I've never heard about that before.
John.
Okay. Let's look at the reference. When in doubt, reference.
I don't speak Italian.
Spencer, can you bring the trigger out just a little bit? Just a little bit more?
Like away from the handle or towards it?
Away from the handle.
I feel like I've asked this question before, but have y'all ever played Battle for Bikini Bottom?
I love Battle for Bikini Bottom. I had it for the PlayStation. It was one of my birthday gifts.
I had Creature from the Krusty Krab. I didn't have Battle for Bikini Bottom.
It did have Creature too, and that one was good too. I like the animation.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I mean, that's just
Trigger
heavy iron.
Square.
I got to
had
go
Trigger
and
Square
need to
too.
finish up some homework.
Alright.
Okay, thank you, Teddy. I appreciate you coming on in. We'll probably be streaming for for a little bit, just because modeling takes time,
John.
and I'm late.
You gotta look at the model if you want to assist with it.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. And very well made. Yeah, that
What do
should
you mean you're late, John?
I literally typed, "Hey guys, streaming in 10 minutes." 55 minutes later, "Hey guys, so I'm late."
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't know you guys
that's
were
good,
streaming.
Spencer.
Alright.
Now, what I have seen Alex do is he actually suggested like the inside of the gun, where the trigger would be able to pull,
Uh-huh.
So that's up to you if you want to go the extra mile. That's up to you. I
What do you mean, like bevel this inward or something?
No, like literally where the trigger would sit, if you will, and so when Jim pulls the trigger, it would move. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna do that.
No, that's fair, because you probably won't even see the gun from that angle, anyways.
Tiny little minute detail no one's ever gonna notice.
That is super true. But then when you get better at modeling, you can redo it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you end up redoing this at some point when you get better.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is already one of the better Jim models that I've ever seen.
I agree. Looks really good. It looks like something that Shiny would have made back in the day.
So that's the saddest thing. Since you brought up Shiny, the only reason why Dave Perry sold Jim to Interplay was because they thought that they were only good at like 2D animation, like hand drawn, and that was like their niche for their studio.
Yeah,
But
then
it
they did
turns
MDK
out-
though.
They did MDK because they wanted to work on something new. But then it turns out, oh hey, look, it's like our animation team is just flawless and can make 3D too. Had he had more faith in his team at that point, they wouldn't have sold Jim. It's just he literally thought that Jim like that they couldn't do anything in 3D. So, like, cause that's where everyone was heading.
Whoa,
The
I'm
industry.
confused.
The industry
He
was
sold Jim because he didn't have faith in his crew that they would be able to make 3D games.
yeah.
The hell? What kind of logic is that?
I know, and then they ended up making MDK, and it turns out, oh crap, our team is really, really good.
Oh no, we just sold one of our most
flagship,
iconic popular characters. Yeah.
It's still one of his regrets to this day, and I really feel for Dave Perry.
He says it is his biggest regret.
Yeah, because I mean, why else am I making a fan game? Because they won't ever do it.
Because because if they kept Jim, he probably would have been like one of the biggest.
Spencer, a little thinner on the wand of the gun, the stick.
That's what's so frustrating, because like the popularity was there, and then it just got flushed down the toilet.
Yep.
Down the tubes, if you will.
Oh.
And then everyone had intestinal distress because our favorite worm never returned. Except for really crappy quote-unquote sequel spin-offs and an HD remaster that was a lost opportunity.
Someone remind me when Doug left again. He just wanted to do other things.
Yeah, Doug got approached by
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg for DreamWorks. Yeah, for the gun, the ball of the gun, just make it the same color as the collar.
Hey guys, how long do you think we're gonna be streaming tonight?
I don't know.
I mean, why? What's up?
Turtle wants to play a game with her brother.
How long have we been streaming? Probably haven't really been streaming that long.
I just feel like it's been that long. No. I don't feel like I'm going insane yet.
We've only been streaming for 37 minutes. If anything,
We've only
Spencer,
been streaming for about half an hour.
You want to just like? Do you want to just like Yeah, that gun's looking good, dude. Oh, for the trigger, make the trigger. Well, the inside of the gun is orange, and then the trigger is.
It's silver, right?
No. Well, it depends on the render, but for the most part, it's either yellow or orange. I want to say. I want to say it's yellow because I used the outline.
The same color as the ball, maybe.
Yeah.
So how long do you plan on streaming for, like another 30 minutes?
At least to get the gun like looking nice.
Okay.
Though
I don't really care.
Right, a lot of. Well, I care. Oh, and then the inside of the gun is this orange color that I can give you, Spencer.
All right. How much of the inside? Just this part, or up onto the walls of it?
The inside. So not the walls. Yeah, that part.
That part right there.
Yeah. That is going to be this color right here. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Red is 214.
Okay.
Green is 60. And blue is 32.
All right. And what about the ball and the trigger? Can you give me a hex code for those? Not hex code, RGB.
The ball is the same color as the collar. That's gonna be.
Oh, then I should already have a material for that. Hang on.
Yeah. That's just what 250 and 250 red, green 190 and blue 0. Okay, let's see. Do we still have people? We have no one. Oh no.
Wait, what? Really?
I don't think anyone's here.
Or last time I checked, it said 6 people.
It does?
Yeah. Yeah, 6 people are watching.
Why is it? I can't see any participants. What gives?
John, I think maybe your internet's just crap.
It's probably. That's probably crap.
We got folks in here watching.
I appreciate you folks.
All right.
We gotta keep watch of chat. I mean, there's something going on right now. We need to get a closer eye on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm looking at the chat, but I don't see anything.
Also, we should also take into consideration. We also need to start asking chat questions, thoughts, like what do they. Like, we need to be interactive with them too, so they.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Needs to be immersive.
Yeah, everything. I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, folks, what would you like to see in the Earthworm Jim fan game? Just sky's the limit. What would if you could see anything
okay. Yeah.
in this fan game? What would it be?
Yeah, that's looking great, Spencer. Let me see.
I think that's about how big it should be too.
Yeah, it's about the same size as Jim's fist, so that's looking good. Spencer, let me see it from the side.
I'm showing it from the side, aren't I?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, the gun is doing this weird shape. You see it? Like
where the trigger is?
Yeah. What I'd recommend is move the I think maybe the handle needs to be moved just slightly to the towards the barrel of the gun, just slightly. Very slightly.
It's already pretty far forward.
I know, but just a little bit. Because it always seems like Jim has a little bit extra, that's falling or off his hand. If that makes sense. Just the tail end of the gun. No, other way.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, obviously some geometry is going to be fixed. And
I think next time we work on this should just be a Discord call.
What? Not a stream?
Nah. Next time we stream the game, it should probably be like.
Yeah, that's good, Spencer. And then the trigger, just move it a little bit outward.
Next time we stream, we should probably do stuff that's going to be featured prominently in the game.
I mean,
that and like I don't know, like enemy animation and shit. Like, how's the crow going?
What?
How's the crow animation going?
Oh, Linux gave me a rough, but it still needs work. And now, yeah. Okay, let me see Spencer. All right, let's look at the reference.
Because I say that.
I mean, see, the sad part is this is what game design is. Like.
I get that, but like the reason why I say that in particular is because this stream you've been so focused on helping Spencer with the model, and
I know I haven't exactly interacted with the chat, but I was also hoping that the chat would have better questions and more questions, and, that kind of stuff.
Oh sure, blame the chat.
Okay, don't antagonize me. Yeah, that's looking really good, Spencer. Let me see it from the front. Okay. Let me see.
So I can go ahead and advertise since we're already getting started on it.
Okay, and then let's look at it from the side. Humor me, Spencer, just a little bit more for the trigger. Just a slight bit more.
Forward?
Yeah, towards the barrel.
John and Spencer.
There we go.
That's
very nice. Yeah, and it looks like the shape is getting fixed too. Yeah, all right. Spencer, good job, baby.
John, can you put that thumbnail in the chat so I can download it?
Which one?
The one that you made.
Oh, sure.
The amateur one, I must say.
Oh.
I could have done a much better job.
Wow.
Oh, would you? You would have painted?
I could.
Oh, no, don't see my files. No.
I told you I could have made one for you. I said, it wouldn't take me that long.
Hang on.
I would just need the assets.
Yeah, just sadly this 3D modeling stuff probably isn't that interesting for people to watch.
And animating is this is what Yeah, this ain't bad. Come on, Bones. It ain't bad. I thought it was pretty funny.
For
And
the thumbnail?
yeah, it's not bad. I used my logo because I found it.
That image on the TV is so uncanny.
But that's the point. It's my background with the model. That's the point. I was actually going to, but I ran out of time.
Really crunchy.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it could go with some peanut butter on a sandwich.
Oh, thank you. You see that screaming pink? I was going to get rid of that and put the Earthworm Jim logo, the fan game logo, but then we're like, no, we're already taking too much time.
You already have a
In my
logo
point,
for
in
it?
my point of view, Jim doesn't have eyelids covering the top of his eyes. Are you talking about what G Star? Elaborate, please.
Do you mean in your opinion he shouldn't?
I don't understand the question. Are you saying that our model, or are you talking about the 3D, the one that Screaming Pink did that was really bad? I'm sorry, it's just not great.
Again, you gotta give it a minute. It's lag.
I know.
Yeah.
Because what we have, I mean, we're going based off the model sheet. He has his eyelids. Let's see, in my point of view, Jim doesn't have eyelids covering the top of his eyes. I mean, but he does.
It's like saying, in my point of view, Mario doesn't have 6 bushes on his mustache.
Like what it is it's just flesh. It's flesh wrapped around, just like our eyelids. It's flesh wrapped around his eyes. And
It's just that he's a tube.
In my opinion, Sonic doesn't have 2 strings in his back.
Oh, come on, Bones. We don't have to be
I'm
ugly
sorry.
here. We don't have to be
I
ugly
think-
here. I'm just
I think I had a poll of smart ass O's.
Spencer,
and I
go
just
ahead and
can't
make a
help it.
render of it, and let's see how it looks.
You've been sassy.
Yeah.
All stream, Bones.
Yeah,
don't know,
you're
I'm not-
being sassy. Stop
I-
sassing the
I think I
crowd.
got bit by a sassy mom today, Karen.
Alright, let's render it.
I just get in those moods. I don't know why.
Well, don't get it with the
Oh,
chat.
The gun looks really good in this render, John.
Hell yeah, let me see. And I guess everyone else will see, because I don't know how to just share just literally Spencer's. Hey! Look at the boy! That's looking lovely.
Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah, I love it. It's looking
That
great.
looks tight.
Yes, sir. Excuse me.
And the fun thing is, this is also for a school assignment, so I got
Yeah.
to kill two
Two
birds
birds.
with one stone.
Well,
Great Kirby.
actually we
Sassy.
stun them with pebbles. We don't believe in killing, unless it's Jim and he's shooting a crow.
Amen, Great Kirby. Only the chat can be sassy. That's right. John.
Oh, hell yeah.
John,
Great Kirby, what's up, man?
Peter Griffin himself.
No way.
Confirmed for fan game.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that Peter Griffin is the unlockable character. You just gotta put in the Konami code.
True.
He'll code it to the Family Guy theme song.
His feet need rework too.
Do you want to
They're-
rework his
they're
feet?
kinda,
You want to do it?
I don't know if I'm gonna do that on this stream, but they're pretty.
They're a little
Pretty
wonky
choppy.
they're a little wonky for. My dad told me to ask you for the G code of this model. I have no idea what a G code is either. And this is what is a G code? Spencer, do you know what a G code is?
Nope.
That also sounds familiar from 3D modeling class, but I have no I forgot what it was. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, this explains some of the wonkiness.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
guns all over the place. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's a bad end gun.
I want to say that that's 3D modeling nomenclature, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, and I only delved a little bit in 3D modeling in college. I didn't
Oh,
do
yeah?
enough. Yeah.
Well,
I
that
mean,
didn't
how-
fix it on this side.
It's
Had
not
it
mirroring.
symmetry off. I had the symmetry turned off because I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're that stupid. You were working on the gun. Why would you need symmetry?
I need X symmetry.
Have you guys ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
I have.
Good show.
Yeah, it's fine
love
for
that
what it
show.
is. I just don't really watch TV or live action.
Yeah,
and-
you've said that literally every stream, John. but-
I mean, I have to phrase it because y'all get into a tangent, and I'm like, I'm here. You know,
I really want to talk about that show because I watched a really funny clip from it and it made me die laughing. I want to see if Spencer has seen this episode.
Well, Spencer, have you seen the episode that he hasn't
Have you
told
seen
us yet?
Have you seen the episode when they all go to therapy?
It's been a while since I watched it. I'd have to.
And they're
Hear
all
more.
being evaluated, and then Charlie has a mental breakdown. Friggin' John, you need to watch at least go on YouTube and watch clips of Charlie Day. He's
Very
so
good.
funny. The guy playing Luigi.
So G Star, just because this is also Spencer's school project and an asset for the fan game, I'm not giving any of the source material out. I'm sorry. It's just one of those, you know, it's part of the game kind of thing. I would recommend Sketchfab is okay. I don't think I've seen a really good gym model, so I understand where your father's coming from there, but I really don't see Spencer or I wanting to make this open source model or anything like that. This is purely for the fan game. And, you know, and Spencer's possible 3D portfolio if he ever, you know, makes one or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel, Spencer? Because obviously you got
I mean,
50 in this, you know.
I don't want to release the model until the fan game's done, probably.
Okay. I guess I wouldn't care after the fan game, but not before, no.
I'd like to see people animate with this. I think
That would
be
be cool. Yeah, I'd be dope for that'd be dope. But I mean, I just know for a fact that any of the stuff I make for the fan game is not going to be open source. To experience that is you know.
I'm not sure how I'd feel about another game using this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people are asking.
Yeah, that's my
like,
thing.
I mean, I think they'd probably have to ask permission for me to be okay with it.
Yep.
But at the same time, I don't want to deprive the people of an accurate gym model.
You guys are missing out. You
Yeah.
can usually open up an Etsy shop and then 3D print them.
I mean that's kind of what it seems like G Star's father wants, and I it's really flattering. Like, it's flattering that that your father is taking a liking to this collaboration that Spencer and I have been doing. Because
also,
I mean, I've wanted an accurate 3D model of Jim for the longest, and it got to the point where it's like no one else is gonna do it, you know, or if they have done it, they haven't been like completely true to the model sheet. So it's like, let's just be true to the model sheet.
If you guys are just wanting to print out the model like for yourselves, I think that'd be okay if I could figure out what a G code is.
I have a 3D printer.
But I would definitely say after the fan game's been finished. I wouldn't want this model like around during its development, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But after, I mean, I feel that's fine.
I don't know if this is worth bringing up, but I recently got my hands on a 3D printer, so I could test the model and see.
A 3D printer?
They're actually not as expensive as you'd think.
Really? Oh, is it one of those? Is it a resin one?
Sorry, what were you saying, John?
Is it a resin? Because isn't the resin ones the really expensive ones?
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. My dad brought it home, so because he sells those all the time. So he's like, hey, you want a 3D printer? And I'm like.
Also, this model is not quite 3D printer friendly yet.
I agree. And this is only the low poly mode. Like, if we smooth it out, there's lots of corners.
Well, I guess once you're more confident in it looking or being able to be 3D printed, then I guess we can experiment and see how it looks.
Yeah.
Is that right now Jim's head is open and hollow because I'm modeling his mouth?
Yeah.
That would not print very well at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Well, I'll probably experiment with the printer and see how it works because I've never used one before.
Yeah, but, get back with us on that when you have some more experience on the 3D printer.
I was thinking about
that'd be cool.
You know those Raspberry Pi computers? I was thinking about making like a custom shell, making like an N64 Mini.
G code is the code that goes through the printer. Yeah, sadly, I don't have anything like that right now.
Yeah, and yeah, just similar to what we've been saying, it's one of those, you see a model on a screen, you're like, whoa, that looks really cool, but then you don't see what, all the nooks and crannies that are kind of need reworking. The model's not perfect. It looks good, but it's not like functional just yet. That's
this wouldn't. I don't think I'd want to see this in a game, like in a 3D engine in its current state.
No, not at all.
I mean, this is your first attempt at it.
I had another attempt at Jim's head by itself.
Oh yeah, let's see that
Those-
attempt.
So we can compare the two.
Prototype.
I didn't think this was gonna be hard, but it definitely isn't easy.
Yeah, this was my previous attempt at just Jim's head. He's a little thin here.
Yeah, we had to thicken him up. Even in here, I was helping Spencer with placement of his like eyes and mouth. But what's really cool about that is, Spencer, you made that in like 10 minutes, right? Like just before class, and it would already look way better than what I have seen. So, I mean, it's promising. It's just one of those. It's a promising thing.
There's the fridge from New Junk City.
Hey, look. And guess what? What does it do, Spencer? Oh!
I could actually render this fridge now. Hang on.
So, G-Star, the way that Jim's eyes work, if Jim has a furrowed brow, his eyes squash, and they have a little bit more of a rectangular shape to them. It's like an oval rectangle kind of shape. When he is surprised or his eyelids are out, they're not covering the eyes, then his eyes are more oval shaped, which we'll have in the fan game for sure. But because of how we have his expression, his eyes are squashed. You could look at any of the model sheets, you'll see that his eyes are squashed. I promise you, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, hey, it actually took out the background.
The what?
Look at this.
Did it? Because I'm seeing you selecting the background.
No, look at the render I sent in chat, John.
Oh, the other thing. Hey, yeah, look, it's just a fridge. That's a really nice fridge.
So there's the fridge. Here's the toilet.
Send me the toilet without background.
Let me
But before you do it, can you kind of get it in the same position it was in the game, so that it's a little bit, so 3/4 and just a tight. It looks like it was slightly tilted up on the camera, I think.
I think this is a similar position. How's that, John?
Let me see. Wow. Yeah, Spencer, on the camera, tilt it up a little bit so we're kind of seeing in the inside of the bowl a little bit. And then turn it to the counterclockwise.
That?
I think so. Yeah, I want to say yes. And yeah. Because obviously this is a 3D model. I do think that the toilet that they did isn't a 3D model. I think they actually just drew that and pixel arted it.
They did. I think that was probably Dietz.
Yeah, this is an actual 3D model, so it's not going to be perfect.
I mean, we could digitize it.
Oh yeah, if we wanted to go that extra mile, we probably will have to at some point. Just because this toilet's probably way bigger than my gym Sprite. My gym Sprite is tiny. Can of worms! Spencer, make them do the wiggles.
We can wiggle.
Woo! Wiggling!
Let's do a render. see what that looks like.
If that ain't toilet. I like the. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
What do we got? What do we got? Hey, those are good-looking worms.
Well, we got some more chats.
Yeah, I was reading them.
If that ain't a toilet. Whoa,
What's your
Mr.
favorite
Bones
levels
here?
in the first two? Yeah, Mr. Bones, Earthworm Jim fan. What's up, man? You're in the right place. What's your favorite levels in the first two classic Earthworm Jim games? Mine's Peter Puppy levels for Pete's sake and Puppy Love. Okay, mine are, it's kind of hard, but it's between, I really like New Junk City, because it's just, to me, it's a great introduction level. It teaches you everything of Jim's mechanics in the first level, and then all the other levels just kind of build upon those mechanics. Only sad part is, and Spencer made this point out, bouncing is not a thing they brought back in any of the other levels. And that was actually a fun thing to do in New Junk City. So who knows? Maybe the fan game will bring that sort of bounciness back. But my favorite, probably New Junk City. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Buttville. I do like Buttville. It's just the actiony part. I bet I know everyone's least favorite level.
I'm not thinking straight what.
the Descent is my favorite level.
Oh, just that part, or all of Buttville?
Just the Descent.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's fun, especially on difficult where all the spikes hurt 60% of your health. So if you get hit twice, you're dead.
I used to be able to
Jim
go through
fan.
that perfectly.
Earthworm Jim fan says, "How are you guys doing?" I'm doing, I guess.
We're doing pretty good, man. We're just watching my buddy Spencer here, my 3D artist. He's making good stuff. He just modeled the gun, and the gun is looking pretty accurate, I would say. It's looking pretty good. But yeah, I bet everyone's least favorite level in the first game is probably level 5. It's just too long. It takes probably like 6 to 8 minutes or even more just to beat it, and that's not even including, if you do Who Turned Out the Lights, which is just a little fun side project, side level. But yeah, level 5 to me is just too long for what it is. It's too long.
Well, we would have had more to show off, like modeling wise.
No, don't say it.
But John wanted me to model the whole thing off screen, so.
Not really. You can't say that.
Huh? What do you mean I can't say that? It's true.
Oh yeah, he said the second game. In the second game, let's see. For the second game, honestly, all the platforming levels, a lot of the over variety levels are just they just kind of get lost. Psycho boss fight is pretty fun.
I used to lose to Psycho on purpose just for that boss fight.
Agreed. I mean, the music's great. Big Broody would be better if there was a. I mean, I like Big Broody in the sense of the
Oh my God.
the constant spamming of enemies.
John.
How do you think Jim P? No,
John.
Fadia, we actually
gotta-
talked. We Spencer and I talked about this.
It's the answer John came up with is
Yeah,
absolutely
so
cursed.
the answer that I came up with is it's not the suit's fluids. It's just Jim. It's literally it's the suit unzipping, and then Jim's little tail just pops out, and yeah, there's that horrendous image.
Which does
Go ahead, Spencer.
it does kind of check out since that sprite where he gets cut in half.
Yeah,
it's not a problem.
Yep. So that's I guess how I pictured it, and then they obviously made it green because they don't want to make it yellow and it's gross. Earthworm Jim fan, is Bones involved in the project? Bones is helping me a lot. He is helping. No, you're helping me for sure.
I mean, I think he means actual game development. Do you mean actual game development or
So Bones, it was really helping me with like social media and stuff. Him modding the chat, him helping me get the name out, helping me get the game out. You know, like that's
I'm the
huge.
marketer.
He's the marketer. Yeah, there you go, the marketer. That would be your
I'm gonna be making the review on this game when it comes out.
Hell
You're
yeah.
also
Go download it.
Give it fair criticism.
you're also right now our only connection to Doug.
That's true.
That is true, yeah.
So I really
Because
appreciate
he's the
I
guy
that.
gotta-
that invited us to
I'm
that
having to
server.
butter him up.
Yeah, you
I'm
never
having to butter
did.
him up to
You
say,
never
"We're
did
groovy,"
invite
and all
us
that
to
other,
the
all the other
server.
stuff.
I don't really care too much about the NFT stuff, but to talk to Doug and like tell him how the game's going, and hopefully if he can lend his voice for Jim, that'd be cool.
I'm the one that has to butter him up for him to say all those goofy lines like
Has
groovy. and
any
all
of the
that.
people who worked on the original game noticed your fan game? If so, what'd they say? Dave Perry was.
I was gonna
so
say,
I've gotten Dave Perry's kind of like approval and Tommy Tallarico, but these were
showed
the
Doug some of it.
original. Oh yeah, and technically I did show Doug. I had a demo reel that I made. This was back when they were making Bigfoot build a game, and they were trying to find an engine, and so I showed them the fan game. I showed Doug. It was like a stream between him and I. I want to say it was on Skype or something like that. And
I think it was,
It was a stream
probably.
between him and I showed him the game and all the stuff. And basically, he there was promise there. He saw the promise, but his main thing was he doesn't want to just copy Earthworm Jim. He wants to make a proprietary engine. They ended up going with Unity for the time, and at the time, Mark Lorenzen was doing all that programming, and my buddy Alex Lukanovich and another guy, I wish I could remember his name. He was the first animator, and then they chose Alex afterwards. But
And
unfortunately, I think that game is now canceled.
Oh yeah, that's definitely canceled. What's funny though is that he would always say that it was still alive, and it was still in production. But
Which is weird because that's a Kickstarter.
Yeah, that was one of his
that was a
things.
Kickstarter perk.
Yeah, that kind of bites. I'm not gonna lie, because I like comics. Like, don't get me wrong, I like comics, but when you say a game, that's what now you're buying into my interest.
I think it was just a demo.
Also,
Hang on a second, guys. I'll be
so-
right back.
okay, so for what Dave Perry said is, I had put Jim in a situation where he was surrounded by fifis, and he was like, wow, this is something that we would have probably done for the game, you know, to test and stuff. So that was really cool. And then Tommy Tallarico gave me his blessing on being able to use any of the sound bites, you know, any of the sound files. So, yeah.
This is barbecue bacon junior, Whopper Junior, no mayo, no tomato, with barbecue sauce for your nuggets.
Tuna bananas, a number 9 large.
Why is it Sprite Zero?
Just so we don't get that mixed up with
Oh,
Sprite Zero.
good point. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't realize you were ordering. Oh yeah. Bones reminded me how great Yoshi's Island is. I love the soundtrack in Yoshi's Island, but I didn't think to put it at the time. And then I'm like, yeah, I love listening to
Unpopular-
Yoshi Island.
Unpopular opinion, I couldn't get into Yoshi's Island.
That is.
Oh, I love
was,
it. I beat it like
Oh,
3
okay.
times.
Let's hear about that. Slight change from the Earthworm Jim focus. Why?
I don't know. It just felt too slow.
That's fair, but I feel like it starts out slow, but then gets like progressively harder. And
I don't think it's very slow at all. I think it's as normal, as fast paced as the Mario world. But I mean, everyone has different tastes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like I said, I think the beginning of the game is a bit slow, but that's just to introduce you to all the mechanics and whatnot. And
Yeah.
then as it goes on, it gets progressively harder, more challenging.
I don't-
It's one of the more creative games. For
I
sure.
think it was the difficulty curve that ended up getting me because I played until that level where you're on a bunch of falling Tetris blocks.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yep,
Yeah.
you get crushed easily.
I love that level. So it's so challenging. I love a good challenging platformer.
But I played through the first Mario World like 2 or 3 times.
I got a
Okay,
question
see.
for you guys. What are your thoughts on the third Donkey Kong Country? Because like in my house, that game is like that's like everyone's least favorite. My brother hates that game, but I played it recently,
I
and it's
mean,
pretty good.
I played it with Spencer years ago.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it for what it was. I remember we kept making fun of Kitty
Not a
Kong.
huge fan of the visuals, but I mean,
As a kid, that was the only Donkey Kong Country game that I had access to. We had a copy of the second one, but it was lost, and we recently found it.
oh sweet, awesome, best one.
So I honestly, I rank them 2 being the best, 3 is the second, and then 1 would be the worst one in my opinion, just because of the controls.
Yeah,
A
one
little bit
was
clunky.
clunky and difficult in certain areas. Let's see, Vania. I'm going to be working on an Earthworm Jim Friday Night Funkin' mod at some point. Any advice or ideas?
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
We were
so
drawing
Vania,
that. We were
guess
drawing
what?
that in draw pile.
We were drawing that in draw pile, and guess what, Vania? Me and Spencer actually collabed together on making Spencer's game. Spencer, why don't you tell a little bit?
Well, I had a Friday Night Funkin' mod about my character Felix, not to be confused with Bones' character Felix.
Good
And
cat.
Tony.
And Tony.
Ayo, ayo, ayo.
Anyway, it took place in a casino, and it was all jazz themed, which was not something I'd seen much in the Friday Night Funkin' community at the time. I know there's a few now, but there wasn't when we made it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. When I said we drew that in a draw pile, I think Vania was the person that suggested we drew that.
Oh, that's pretty
Because they were-
funny.
Oh,
Because they were making
that's
a
what
mod.
Vania was talking about. I was like, Vania, you were there when we were showcasing it? Like there was a bunch of Twitch people that played it, and we were like, dude, this is so cool. It was like, I can't speak for Spencer, but I think Spencer and I did feel that sense of accomplishment that we finally had something, with our name attached to it that was finished. Like that was big.
You want to check this out?
Let's see. But what else did you think about the whole process? Like, what would you tell Vania for advice if they're making a Friday Night Funkin' mod?
It's looking really shitty on purpose.
Hang on, let me send a link to our mod thing.
Where he's just
yeah.
in there and he turns 3D, and he's like, he shakes it off.
And then
probably the most surprising thing was, even though I was just the director and didn't do most of the art, there was a surprising amount of work cut out for me, because I basically had to do everything that I couldn't get anyone else to do.
is officially on stream.
Yep. And what I tried to do is I tried to help Spencer a lot with the artistic work. Obviously, he had to hire an animator and whatnot to do Felix and also girlfriend.
Oh, Spencer just popped in
Because
chat. Okay.
girlfriend did a whole thing.
There
Okay,
was
G-Star,
probably-
thank you so much for coming. Oh, and also, that's really cool that you found MBK at a thrift store. I swear, everyone's finding good stuff at thrift stores, and then I just find used pair of jeans that look like ass. So
Yeah, and then I go to a thrift store and all I find is Pajama Sam.
Have a good one, G-Star. Thanks for stopping by, man.
What are you saying? Banging website.
Let's see. Donkey Kong Country 3, it's fine, but they
I gotta-
could have replaced Kitty Kong with Chunky. I don't think they
I gotta-
even had
They
Chunky
didn't
as
create
a...
Chunky yet.
Yeah, Chunky wasn't even a character yet, or at least
Oh,
I
It's
don't
another 3
think.
years.
Guys, pause discussion. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go carry in groceries.
Okay. But Vania, going on the whole, like, I did background work, I did some character work, all the backgrounds in the game besides the menu screen, like the ones that are in game, those were done by me, and then I ended up helping design for the slot machine that girlfriend sits on, and then the animator kind of took some artistic liberties on their color choices and all that. But it was still a really fun project to work on. It's definitely a lot of work, but I would definitely say keep at it. No phone call. Sorry, I have a phone like right in my room. It's really annoying. Yeah, thanks, Vania. But I do wish you a lot of luck on your project. Do you have like a team, or is it just you right now? Like, what's the status of said project?
I'm surprised Gene isn't here.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for, you know, the what do you call it? The regulars.
Billie Jean?
Yeah, the regulars. Okay, I love who turned out the lights, but I think it's playing a little too much. What's left? Or what's next? I should say. I don't even know where it is.
Well, I was more asking about how to make it feel in character for Jim.
Oh, okay, my bad. I completely misunderstood your question. So I was asking more about nothing yet because I have. Okay, gotcha. Well, I was asking more about how to make it feel in character. So are you talking about like the humor? Are you talking about like humor? How Jim should behave when he's? I imagine he's gonna be someone boyfriend fights against.
Wait,
so
hold on.
Singing.
I'm so proud of this.
What'd you do, Bones?
I'm making the most stupid video on planet Earth.
Is it what I think it is? Or, I don't want to spoil anything on stream, so.
Nah, it's no one's. How many people are here? I don't give a shit.
Okay, the rotoscope thing.
Well, oh yeah. Speaking of that, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that work.
Aw, that sounds like such a fun idea, though.
It's
Well,
so fun, unless I hand drew every frame if possible. I mean, it's not impossible, but that would take me like a week.
I mean, Kirby, come on, man. Ratchet music, yeah, you bet. And the first game, I'm sorry, all the other games, they just don't have the magic that the first one had in terms of music. Even if it is the same composer. I just love the first games a lot. Like, a lot.
The only thing that I have that's remnant of that rotoscoping shot, which that was going to be the intro, but then I decided, you know that clip I sent you earlier? That's the new one.
Yeah.
I was like, instead of going through all this effort, like making a what if I just like do the complete opposite and make this extremely low budget,
Oh my god.
just terrible animatic, and that's going to be the whole video. But it's going to be full of gags and stuff. It's going to be like a Salmonella episode, like I showed you. So I'm really excited to do that, and it's something new, you know. I'm tired of making the same video.
Yeah, because that kind of takes the fun out of it when you're just doing what's expected. That's why I thought a 3D stream would be fun. I do appreciate everyone who did tune in. Also, Plot, I want Jim and BF to team up somehow. Oh, okay.
Well,
so are you wanting to change the gameplay? Like how some Friday Night Funkin' mods have been doing? Like, do you want to change up the gameplay? And as for humor, just keep it very satirical. Very like satirical humor is Jim's that's its essence. You have to be very satirical.
That's his bread and butter.
Bread and butter with a little bit of wacky, a little bit of slapstick. If it sounds too silly and stupid, it's probably good for Jim. But there is a limit for sure. And that limit's kind of like exaggerating in an animation. You know that you push the animation too far if things start like actually breaking. For music, well, Spencer's mod used more. I bet I want it to feel like a gym rhythm game. Okay.
Is this gonna be incorporating Earthworm Jim songs?
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. Are you gonna have covers, or there's a melody on YouTube that's really good. It's just Earthworm Jim melody. It was for a contest that someone was doing, and they did an Earthworm Jim melody. Vania, I strongly recommend you listen to that because this person comes up with their own melody that combines each song into. Like, it transitions really well into the next song. And maybe that might give you some inspiration.
Hello?
Hello?
Baby boy?
Oh,
He's a boy. Kinda, but originals too.
Brown brick?
I mean...
Will there be any brown bricks in Earthworm Jim?
Yes, there'll be two. Kinda, but originals too. See, that's the thing, Vania. Even, composing original music for Jim is difficult because you have to kind of think of... what was in Tommy Tallarico's brain during this time? Like, what was
Hold
you
on,
know,
guys.
what was the what
Outta
was
here.
popular back then? Like, I remember for one boss fight, I wanted to have like kind of a cover of Smoke on the Water when
You guys hear me?
you know, for one of the bosses. Yeah, I can hear you.
Do what, Bones?
Okay. Just making sure.
But
Um,
so it's got to be of that time kind of thing. But I would say using the gym instruments helps because the gym instruments are iconic. Iconic.
I mean, for my mod, I was lucky enough to find somebody on Fiverr who could do exactly what I wanted.
That's true.
But I did shell out a lot of cash for that. I did shell out a lot of cash for that mod.
Oh yeah.
I think it was like $800 or $900 by the end of it. Just nickel and dimed from my budget.
But it created.
But yeah, like I
very
was saying
awesome-
earlier, John, this is
What's that?
probably the only remnants of that scene.
Oh, let me.
Yeah.
Do you
That
want
I have
do you
left.
want it seen on Discord?
I don't give a shit.
Okay. As
People
long as
can
you
see it
don't
or not,
care.
but yeah. can't-
Yeah. You almost doxed yourself, but luckily you covered your face.
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, people know what I look like anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
You did a face reveal?
Yeah, well, on my social media,
Oh
did.
yeah, you did. You did, didn't you? I think I saw that.
I made a really cringy Morbius meme, so
No way.
No.
yeah, the good old days.
Kind of.
Alright,
Thanks for the input. Yeah, I hope Vania that helps. And
Hey Matthew.
have you started on any of the potential things for the grocery market level? Because I know that you and I were collaborating a little bit on that. So maybe
Grocery market level. What's this about?
So Spencer, so last stream, I don't know if you were there,
Unless I
but what ended up
animated it,
happening
which
was
was
I
bad.
kind of gave an idea out that was buzzing in the back of my head that Jim would be in a shopping cart
Like 30 seconds
and
off.
he'd be like sliding on like wax floor or like a grocery market, right? And everything around him is like collapsing and doing this crazy stuff, right? And everyone like flocked to the idea, like they loved it. So I was like, okay, why don't we just go for it?
That's kind of similar to the block of ice idea. You want to?
Oh yeah. Yeah, kind of. So Spencer and I, when we were draw piling, we were just drawing really stupid drawings, and then I drew Jim. I might actually have the drawing. Hang on. Spencer, go ahead and fill for me while I find that.
Anyway, John was drawing an idea for an idle animation, I think, where Jim's ass inflates or something, and he just gets a fat ass for a couple frames.
Oh no, that's the flexing one.
Oh, that's right.
I don't remember, Spencer. Like, I just remember we were laughing our butts off because it was like the perfect amalgamation.
The idea was Jim gets zapped with a freeze ray by Monkey for a Head or someone, and it hits him in the ass, and he slides down this giant hill on his ass on a block of ice.
Shit, now I forgot what.
I think it's this one.
Oh,
Jim
you didn't tell me
Boys.
that.
I called it Jim Boys, my ass cold. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be
Yeah, that's
Deadpool
probably it.
or Napoleon or whatever.
Okay, hang on.
Johnny Lawrence is actually less expensive. And I think people would get that more than Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave him a hair dryer for some reason.
Until late November, so
crap.
that's gonna have to be next year. It will be next year. And year after that. Year after that.
You gotta get your damn money's worth.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in anything, it's gonna be display.
Yeah, sure.
Crap.
I'm buying it.
Give me a sec. I'll show the chat. This is actually a really fun picture. Actually, let me just show you everything. Well, I won't show you everything, but
10-hour loop of that.
Okay, and then let me open Clip Studio. Get rid of that. Get rid of you.
It's
I
pretty
wish I
fitting
could
in this.
retire to a nice big beach with a nice big drink.
Spencer.
What?
All right, hang on.
I was just reading the chat. That's what Gray Kirby said.
Of course.
And a worm with 2 giant ice blocks of ice for my head.
The word. Oh god. That's it. You've lost your internet privileges.
Like, I just really love that idea because I feel like if anyone was gonna get hit in the ass with a freeze ray, it'd be Jim.
Literally on his ass. And I gave him a dumpy here. Jim doesn't usually have a
No,
dumpy.
still keeps his ass warm. Am I right, gamers?
Yeah, that's.
I
that's
actually
what
called the
that's
file
spawned
that.
from,
I said
think.
Jim. I said Jim. Boy, is my ass cold.
That joke, I think, is what spawned the idea.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm
it
not
really
sure
was.
if there's still. I'm not sure if there's still a place for that idea if you're doing the shopping cart thing, but either way, they're both still really funny.
I'll figure something out. Jim Cold Butt Ass. We'll just call it Jim Cold Ass. Okay, there we go.
Is anyone curious about my OC mod? I've been having trouble getting people to play it. Honestly, I had the same problem. I think only about just under 200 people actually downloaded and played the mod. But I actually had the privilege of having some pretty high-profile people in the Friday Night Funkin' community play it. Like Rebecca Doodles was campaigning hard for my mod for a while.
Yeah.
What if sliding on stupid shit was this game's puppy love or Andy Asteroids? Yeah, that was the.
Yeah, but we were gonna make it fun and less repetitive. That's the whole idea. Because I know
think
that.
If we introduce that as a gameplay mechanic, we could feasibly get away with doing 2 levels where Jim's sliding on shit.
Yeah.
Jim,
Didn't you want to do the shopping cart thing?
Yeah, that's the idea, because it's been buzzing in the back of my head for a while, and I think it would just be really funny. Okay, but here you go. Uh-oh, we lost someone. Who'd we lose?
Probably Bones.
Yeah, we lost Bones. Alright,
No, I'm
guys,
still here.
behold, amazing
Bones is still
concept
there.
art.
Shit.
Bones is still here.
Look, it's amazing!
Yeah, I loved his face on that. That was my favorite thing. I remember I drew the line of action for his head, and you're like, "Wait, no, keep that. That's perfect."
Yeah, and then we just literally Jim's like, "Oh." So
I wish they made the cartoon look like that.
What, you mean good? I'm sorry, that was
Yeah.
rude. That was rude. Not all of the cartoons bad.
No, John, embrace it. Embrace it.
And see, Kirby, that's what we want. That's what Jim is
Right.
supposed to do. It's supposed to make people laugh. I can't tell you that how many times I've laughed at Earthworm Jim 2 when he lifts up the ton and then throws it in the air and it lands on his head. It gets me every time. Doesn't matter how many times I've seen it. It's just genius. So yeah, guys,
Honestly,
this was concept art right here.
I think Jim sliding on shit is just gonna have to be a
Now-
recurring theme because
Now show them the one where Bone, or not, where Jim turns into Emorbs.
Morbs.
No,
Yeah.
you did not just make a Morbin time on this stream. You did not. I will have to cancel you now.
I mean, Peter Puppy Morbs a lot.
Yeah, but his Morb is cool.
Emorbs
It's
before it
Peter
was cool.
time.
No, that just sounds like Family Guy.
Sounds like
Peter
gay
time.
sex.
It sounds, yeah, gay sex. No, you have to have sex. Damn it.
Where's the money?
The Money Lebowski.
I remember. Oh shit! Wait,
But
hold
yeah,
on.
so guys, I want to make a game that stays true to Jim's formula. I mean, literally, all the gags that are in Jim 1 and 2 is just from gags that they laughed at, and then they're like, yeah, let's put it in the game. That's what's great.
I want to make an Earthworm Jim fan game where he builds cars.
That sounds
like-
like,
And
what, Jim's
helicopters.
nut and bolts?
Yeah, isn't that
Earthworm
sort of
Jim
the source
Nut and
material?
Dude, you should work on the concept art. Like, draw Jim in that style, and Snot will be the Kazooie of the game.
I would
And
make
draw
him.
them
I
in
would
that
make Jim.
style.
I'm gonna
It
do
will
that.
be heinous. But do it.
Fine,
Games
I'm gonna
having
do that.
little critters in the backpack.
I'm gonna make Jim look like SpongeBob.
No, just make him look. No, make him look like Banjo from Butts and
I know, it's gonna be square.
I
It's
keep
gonna
looking
be-
at Jim's ass,
and
and all I
nuts.
can say is butts. Butts and nuts.
and butts.
I'm just saying, I really love the ice concept. That was probably one of my
Oh,
favorite
Spencer,
things. I ever contributed.
it's gotta like be in the game somehow.
It's got to be in the game.
I want to animate that. I mean, look how funny that would be. Look how funny. Like Jim literally has Muppet eyes here. He's like, ooh. Like, it's just great. Like, everything about this is great. And I love the suits. The suits also, line of action is really funny, too. Like, the way that his hand is just gone, like numb here is just great. I had an idea for a Puppy Love Andy Asteroids type level where he's on a motorcycle from the show. Oh, the worm cycle?
No, I
Please.
do this to me all the time.
You not the
Streaming.
Vania, not the worm pogo stick. Like, come on, man. You're gonna use the motorcycle over the pogo stick? No, I'm kidding. You know what? This
Hope
should
we'll be able to pull this off.
guys. You know what I should do? This should be the video. This should little image right here. I'm gonna
It's
use
turning
that
off
from
the
now.
board.
I'm gonna use this from now on. Whenever we have
Use
to
what
like
from now?
the
Oh, like a technical difficulty.
technical difficulties.
Uh-oh. You need to render it.
I need to redraw it so it looks nicer.
Yeah,
but-
the hairdryer arm doesn't need to be there. I think it should just fall off his ass in a perfect like mold.
Well, the whole point.
I
Well,
think-
remember this was us brainstorming how he would like get out of the ice, and he would just use a hairdryer. Okay. So an idea.
slaps
An
against
idea.
the wall and it shatters.
Wait. You're gonna love this. So an idea that Alex and I had when he was working with me is that the gun would actually change forms, and when Jim would run out of bullets, his gun would be actually useless. So instead of it recharging, it would actually turn into a hairdryer. With a cord. We actually like animated a lot of this stuff. Well, he animated it. I just told him like all the things, and then so who knows? Maybe it could call back. I don't know. I'd probably talk to Alex though, just make sure he's cool with it, just because it
Still in
was
contact with him?
yeah, to a degree. I mean, he's a busy guy, you know. He's got a wife. He's got family. You know, works animation. But yeah, so there you go. That could be the reason why Jim's holding a hairdryer there.
I like this nuts and bolts design. You guys want me to send that? Send.
my God.
Like a getting over it type of thing. Oh
you
no,
just-
no! Don't make Jim into getting over it with Bennett Foddy. That would be infuriating.
Please tell me this new design is really boxy for no reason.
Okay.
Oh, totally. He looks like a bendy straw.
All right, guys. Let's look at this new one. When you're ready, Bones, send it here so we can all be cursed.
Yeah, I gotta finish the suit real quick. Just give me a quick second here, and
Oh, this actually is great because this also serves as a sensor. So if I don't want people to see anything that we're doing, you know, I can just have this where it's just Jim looking at his ass. I just flew in from space and boy, is my ass cold.
oh my gosh, John.
That's the best joke that Spencer and I have ever made, I swear. Besides this one on the ice, that's just funny.
I can't. You guys always quote the first line from that animation, and then I always think of they must have had a barbecue for lunch. I delivery.
No, you gotta combine the Beyond the Groovy and Crash and just put them together. You know, because space is cold.
Earthworm Jim and Crash Bandicoot, the ultimate crossover.
I will not talk about the Dracus worms. I will not do it.
From Dune, man. Come on. Like what?
Why did he bring up?
It became instantly dated when he did that.
I know. Didn't they learn
Just-
anything from the cartoon? I'm one of those generic presidents they used on shows to keep it from becoming dated. Like they didn't learn anything. They didn't learn
Yeah, well,
anything.
then they-
Hate you, generic president.
Then they turn around
Yeah.
and like they have a generic president, but they turn around and reference like real life politicians.
Yeah, they do. Like Rush Limbaugh having the giant ass, which is not.
And
Even
then-
though he's skinny now, he lost
yeah,
weight.
so it's not.
They even
it's
have
not,
Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like a demon or whatever? And he was like a chill demon in like one episode. Trying to remember. Yeah, that was an episode.
Are you
One of the
talking
few
about
episodes I remember.
was that the one with the clown, the giant clown, the fiend?
No,
dare not
no, no,
speak
no.
his
The
name?
episode where evil he unleashes this like this devil that killed Jim, but he's like this super chill.
Well, actually, that's a
beach bum.
funny story.
Oh,
Yeah. Funny story. It was Ben Stiller.
my friends were kind of hippies.
That
so
was
my
Ben
name
Stiller?
was Rosebud.
Yeah, that was Ben Stiller.
I gotta look this up.
Oh wow, I can't believe that was Ben Stiller. That voice is super iconic though.
He was in Freakazoid too.
He's in what?
He's in Freakazoid too.
He also plays in Dr. Houston, where he's like, Houston, we have a problem. And then they start laughing. He's like, hello, I'm Dr. Houston.
Yeah.
See, some of the
Bueller.
jokes in the cartoon are actually really funny. Another favorite I liked was when he was on the phone, and he was chatting with a long distance what do you call it? What do you call it? Crap! What do you call it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
There you go.
The psychology.
Wow,
it's not psychology. It's tarot card readers. What do you call them?
Here you go. Here you go, John.
The people with the crystal
Like a
ball. What do you
mystic?
call them? I can't think of it. She's like, because Peter Pan was like, "Hi, yes, I would like to know something about my past." He's like, "I can't see your past, but I can see your future." Great. What does it say? I see a very large phone
Oh, that
bill.
wasn't
and then
Ben Stiller, that was-
and then Jim grabs the phone, throws it on the ground, and blasts it with the gun. It's really funny.
Dude, that's not Ben Stiller. That's Ben Stein.
Oh, Ben Stein. Oh, that's okay.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound like Ben Stiller at all. That's
No, I meant Ben Stein. All right, yeah.
also
Bones-
that nuts and bolts gym design.
I don't know. Are you getting nuts and bolts from it? Post.
I need to get some rest and then like try that again.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
just thought-
You can do
Make them
better.
look like a bendy straw. I
Psychic.
think
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Great Kirby. It was driving me crazy. Your psychic pal. I'm your long distance psychic pal, and then that whole bit was hilarious to me.
I think I need to make his eyes square. I think that'll help.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, make the eyes square. And just look at the different shapes. You know.
And I need to make it
And,
more
and
sharp.
give him patches all over his suit, all over his suit, and like
Shoot, yeah.
shoot
Give him like stitches and stuff.
stitches holding it together,
Which is I never got that. Like what the
different
hell?
like
Banjo,
fabric
didn't-
textures.
yeah, Banjo didn't wear decrepit pants. I don't get it.
He's had the same pants since since the first game.
They're comfortable.
Stupid. Stupid. He has multiple pairs of. They make a joke about that in the second game.
Yeah.
Freaking idiots. I hate nuts and bolts.
So
I
yeah,
hate it.
next step in designing nuts and bolts gem would be to cut up his suit and stitch it back together.
Yeah, like make it look like really worn and tattered. So guys, just to keep the chat interesting, what is everyone's favorite villain from Jim? Can be from
Gruntilda.
I said Jim, not Banjo.
I know
Here's-
Gruntilda.
Here's our new poll: Monkey Professor for a head or Professor Monkey for a head?
It all depends which one is right side up. I suppose you're gonna attack me. No! This idiot grafted to my head is giving me a splitting headache. You get those too? And does he
That's
chase
the guy that
bananas
does,
all the time?
Mr. Big Head, Rocco, right?
Yeah, Charles Adler.
Charles Adler.
He was so good for Professor Monkey for a head. I loved him. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but you guys got more worse problems than me. Remember, cab
Cab
driver,
driver, clam
oyster
for
for a head.
Oyster for a head. That's what it was.
Yeah, because everyone else was Senator Warthog for a head and some elephant for a head.
I'm gonna do the
Psycho
rings
has
around
one of
his
the best
head, but I'm gonna make him
designs for
square.
any villain. Yeah, I agree with Great Kirby. Psycho is pretty good. Like it's
Jim Cummins
literally.
Jim Cummins was perfect.
I love Jim Cummins for Psycho.
I'm gonna say it. Controversial opinion. Evil Jim, probably my favorite.
That it all depends, Spencer. My thing is, I
didn't
like the
Evil Jim.
original design for Evil Jim. I do not like stretchy, green, weird, bad.
I
cartoon
like
design.
the potential that Evil Jim has over
I
most
just
other
felt
characters.
like the way they betrayed him, I felt it was lazy. I think if they
Yeah.
went the shiny route where he was a shadow, kind of like magic that the Queen made, and make like a duplicate of Jim, I think if they went like that route,
That was like a
then-
haunted amusement park ride, wasn't it?
Yep,
yeah.
that was
If they
the
did something
Funhouse
like
mirror.
that, I think Evil Jim would have been a way cooler character. But I just think just because he's like just generic, he came out of an evil copy machine or some shit like that. I just
Yeah.
thought it was It was
It's not to be
lazy, but-
taken orally.
Yeah. I do think the orange juice joke was hilarious. I died laughing at that.
You know when you drink orange juice and then you brush your teeth and then you drink orange juice? Oh, I hate
I
that.
also-
I hate that.
I just
love
really
it.
like how Dan Castellaneta did the voice for Jim, like Evil Jim.
Oh yeah. See,
It's crusty.
Even if he wasn't,
it is crusty.
if they got someone else to do Jim's voice, like if Doug was doing Jim's voice in that cartoon, I still would like Dan to do the Evil
Yeah,
Jim
see,
voice,
that would
just
have
'cause
been.
it fits
I
so
would have
well.
been fine with that if real Jim, had Doug's voice, the Southern twang, or at least someone
This
that
is
sounds
Tim
close
Burton
enough.
Jim.
And then Tim Burton Jim, Evil Jim had Dan Castellaneta's. I would be totally fine with that actually.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I'd love that.
The only
I
other
love
thing
Dan
I could possibly
Castellaneta.
see is Doug trying to do Clog's voice for Evil Jim, maybe.
Yeah, and that
yeah.
is the bad future.
That is a bad.
I
So
like
Vania
Clog.
says my
He can
favorite
do
villain
Dexter.
is Evil the Cat. Yeah, Evil the Cat is so interesting because Evil the Cat wasn't originally part of Jim. It just got kind of put into
He's a
Jim to
communist.
fill up space, for the game. But
Well, for
it
the
works.
the original two games, I'd say my favorite's probably Monkey for a Head.
Monkey for a Head is
I-
it's
My favorite's
good.
Psycho.
It's sad that that Monkey for a Head is not in the second game.
That's what I'm saying. He should have been in the second one.
Because the amount of animation work that Doug did, like, Doug is, I mean, we'll sing his praises here. He's an amazing animator. I'm sorry. Him, Mike Dietz, and Ed Schofield, and all the other
Why would you be
assistants.
sorry about that?
Well, because people are stinky.
People don't like Doug.
So,
Oh no!
what they
People
did,
don't like Doug.
what they
I like
did,
Doug.
what they did is that he animated the monkey first, and then and made the professor act like all the follow through drag. It's freaking amazing. See, I want to put Professor Monkey for a Head in the game, but I am really hesitant about animating two actual things, that have like really complex shapes and
Why don't you, John? I keep telling you this, man. Why don't you get help? Why don't you hire someone?
I don't want to.
Because then he has to make
correct.
sure that they do it right and that it matches the style he already has.
Yeah. and
Okay,
that to
then
me,
just.
that to me is just.
Oh my gosh.
It's more work than just doing it yourself.
Exactly. That's my thing. And besides, the way I see it is what I got going on is working pretty well. Yeah, it's a slow going process, but what would you rather do? Play a game that has lots of love or play a game that's, like rushed or not even rushed, but just you can tell that something's off. Major Mucus needs
Vanius-
more love. Yeah, I do like Major
He was
Mucus.
in the test animation.
Yeah, he was in the test animation. It was great.
He's a real goofy guy. I love him.
No, you don't get much from his personality just because all
like-
you hear from him is when he dies.
I like how in the cartoon Professor Monkey for a Head sounds like Cortex. Honestly, I think Charles Adler would
do
be a
great
really good
Cortex. Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
he
to
could.
Clancy Brown, like, no offense to Lex Lang or anything, he does do a great performance in Twin Sanity.
In the
But
that pilot test animation for the Crash Bandicoot cartoon that got canceled, that sounded like they were going for they were kind of mimicking Charles Adler for Cortex's voice.
oh, did we get a remake?
Yeah,
Oh,
I tried
no.
again.
Oh no. Okay, I like the gun. The gun's just heinous. Jim himself is heinous. God, you made him look like an It's the expression he has. It just reminds me of that meme where it's just a guy. It's just clearly an incel, and he's
Actually.
pointing. Actually,
It looks like glasses.
hi there, James here. They had to change my name due to legal reasons. You understand? James the Earthworm
I
here.
tried to get them to call me Groovy James.
You see, my friends call me Groovy James, but I tried to get marketing
I
to
asked the
prove that.
marketing
And they
team if they
said,
could do it, but they said nah.
"I love you guys."
Jim's ass is blocking the screen. Yeah, it's supposed to.
Oh, my bad. I
People,
mean,
need to show it
don't
off.
show them my cursed Tim Burton gyms.
do you want to see it? Do you guys hold on? Vote. Do you want to see Bones' interpretation of nuts and bolts, butts
John,
and
there's
nuts?
4 people watching. They're not gonna vote.
Really show them, whatever.
There you go. I swear, Jim looks like a freaking incel.
does. He looks like a good boy. Like he built a car or a helicopter or two.
No, he looks like he's about to talk about the next.
It's the
controversial
brain
thing on
swap
Twitter.
episode.
He's about to tell the viewers that
Jim-
the style of gameplay he is outdated and only people want to shoot things now.
Vania, I'm there with you there. Like, I didn't mind the suits redesign because the suit still looked like the suit, but damn it, did they fuck up Jim? I'm sorry.
I was not excited to see more worm in suit characters.
Yeah, I know that defeats the whole purpose. Don't even get me started. I'm gonna rant about it
we
for
all
an
ran.
hour.
Looks like a
Also,
genius
the fact that
scarecrow
their boss
worm
was a cow.
with square glasses. It makes him look like a genius. The nuts and bolts Jim. Yeah, the butts and nuts. We're gonna call it the butts and nuts.
It's nuts and
Just-
butts.
For a while, Jim was oversaturated with cows, and I think it's still left a stench on the franchise.
Yeah.
That was like a one-off joke.
2 off
Right.
because of the second game. Remember, well, technically 3 off. You had the cow in the first game, then you had the cow in the second game that you have to save, and then you have the ending. Spoilers: everyone's a cow.
And utterly abducted, and the load screen.
Oh yeah, well done was funny to me.
Well done.
I'll fight someone on that. That was
You
funny.
should have just did that, and then that would have been it.
Well
Yeah.
done.
How's the second one?
I would've been
Jim's gonna
happy
give
with
me
that.
a 12-hour essay on how Tawna and Crash 4 is the next.
Oh my god.
It's the next big leap for inclusion. Again.
Kirby, you're cursed, bro.
I love
If you guys could
Kirby.
change Earthworm Jim's universe, how would
How
you
long
have
did
done
that
it?
comment take you to craft?
Gray Kirby's like based as fuck.
He is based. Ray Kirby, give me your Twitter. I'm following you. You probably
Two-tailed
have good
sponge. If you
opinions.
guys could change Earthworm Jim's universe, oh yeah, I'm sorry for my crazy laugh. If you guys could change Earthworm Jim's universe, what would you have done? So, are you talking about classic Jim, spin-off Jim, groovy Jim? You know,
Just your own interpretation, I
Groovy
think.
Jim.
a groovy Jim. What I mean by
Beyond-
groovy,
beyond
beyond
the-
the groove, groovy, beyond the groove. What's
Beyond
the
the
show
groovy.
called?
We'll use that
Okay,
as a
I
base.
just had I just forgot
Beyond the
what the
groove.
actual show
Groovy.
was
Beyond
called.
the groove.
Yeah,
Let's
beyond
use
the groove.
that as the base of that, okay? So how would we change the Beyond the Groovy Jim?
So get rid of all the other worm characters.
Get rid of
Yeah.
all the furries.
Yeah, don't make it about animals because that defeats the whole purpose of Jim.
Make him Southern.
Yeah.
So
and maybe-
yeah, give
Maybe
him a southern
actually have
twang.
him going through the universe, having
doesn't
lots of
swear.
fun.
Earthworm Jim is a hero. He's the mighty one. I like the small detail where the background. Yeah, he actually is smoking. I didn't realize it, but he's actually smoking. When he smiles, he has a cigarette in his mouth, and he's smoking. So that cow's getting it good. Two-tailed sponge. Well, all 3 at one time, and especially Beyond the Groove. Yeah, Beyond the Groovy, Beyond the Groove.
Don't be scared of that series. I'm not scared of it. I hate it. I'm not afraid to tell my opinions. I think
No,
that show's gonna.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, Bones. You're entitled
Well,
to your own
my
opinion,
main problem
and
with it
I think we
was
all
they didn't
kind of
pay
agree.
attention to any of the source material.
It's like it's
Yes.
nuts and bolts. It is nuts and bolts, Jim. That's what's so ironic.
No,
about
it's
it.
butts
like,
and nuts.
Young Conquer, but Jim.
It's young Conquer Jim.
Hold on, guys.
It's Battletoads Jim. 2017 Battletoads Jim.
God, don't even get me started. Jeez, y'all just create this rant alert. All right,
I
you
hate
guys
that,
take
John.
over.
I hate
Give me a
that Battletoads. I think the soundtrack goes hard, but the art style is so unfitting. It needed to be like an arcade game. But like the people
Like
that developed it,
2017 Battletoads.
yeah, they were so upset. They were so hyper fixated on the NES game, and they should have used the arcade game as the basis, not the shitty NES game.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
Arcade
actually
game
forgot this
slaps.
game was made. I forgot they
Stop.
made this.
And the jokes are terrible.
Sad thing is, I was really excited for this when it was coming
I
out.
was too. I was super excited.
Then it just kind of fell off.
And I was excited for Beyond the Groovy when that first was announced, but like as the more I thought about it, the more I was like, yeah, this is gonna suck. This is like they don't understand Jim.
Right.
This isn't Jim.
It's well, and
Yeah,
the
they
guy
know he loves
producing it,
dirt.
the guy producing it said that he played the games as a kid and that they haven't really looked at the source material much, from what I understand.
That's like literally, yeah. I have the air heaters in my suit to keep my ass warm. Like it's like literally the whole thing. He doesn't swear. He says groovy, whoa Nelly. He says he has slang, but he never
Well,
says.
it's the same. It's the same people that have Jim smoking a cigar or like
Wait, really? Is that
Not
the same
the-
people?
not the same people. I'm saying it's the same mindset.
Oh, they think. Did I disconnect from you guys, or?
No, that
Okay.
was me. I stopped streaming the model
Oh.
because there's no point in really having it up. So yeah, Beyond the Groovy, complete rework. I think you can keep the art style, but the rest of it's got to go.
What now?
Well, Two-Tailed Sponge was asking us
Thoughts on Trader's
what would
Revenge?
change about like every gym universe, like.
Okay, so I'll just rapid fire here. I think the original is the best, in my opinion. There's not really much to change there. For the TV show, I think Jim needs to be Southern. I'm not a huge fan of Castellan at a gym, in my opinion. I don't really like the generic superhero sound he gives. I think Dan is a great voice actor, but I just feel like the direction he gave for Jim.
Honestly, bring Dan in for other characters.
Or Evil Jim. Bring him for
Jim.
Evil Jim. I think what you said about him voicing Evil Jim, like that's great. It's perfect. I don't like Peter's design or his personality in the show. I think he's extremely bland and boring, and I think his design's extremely ugly, and it doesn't fit the Earthworm Jim universe. I think
Also, the haggis thing. Get rid of that.
The running joke of like this isn't Fairly Odd Parents. Like you're
get
better
rid
than
of
that,
any
Jim.
running jokes. Jim should have
Earthworm
no
Jim
running
is better.
jokes.
Earthworm Jim is better than just running jokes. He's funny enough. Like with Freakazoid, there was no running jokes in Freakazoid. Okay, yes, there was, but that was for like specific episodes, and they were like only used in that one self-contained episode. Like
that's what I've been saying. I think Freakazoid is like the better Earthworm Jim cartoon.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I remember Doug saying this. Steven Spielberg was like, I could have funded your cartoon, the Earthworm Jim cartoon. You guys came to me first, and we would have had a Steven Spielberg Earthworm Jim cartoon.
My goodness!
Imagine how that would have been. The animation would have been Freakazoid and Animaniacs quality with that writing. It's too good to be true.
And sadly, it's not true.
Yeah. Well, it's true.
It's true that it could have happened.
Greetings, everyone. Please update me. So what is that? What is people?
We're talking about when Steven Spielberg came to Doug and was like, "Hey, I could have funded your Earthworm Jim cartoon before Universal funded the project, and we could have had a Steven Spielberg Earthworm Jim cartoon."
Oh, that's sad. Because that would have been way more quality.
Steven Spielberg presents Earthworm Jim.
I mean, that would help get Jim out there.
Right.
It would have.
It would literally have Steven Spielberg like attached to that.
I fully believe if that happened, Earthworm Jim would have been. He would have hit. I think that would have been peak Jim, and he would have been able to like be one of the most iconic characters in video games, next to Mario, Sonic, and Crash, and Spyro, and all those other characters. He would have been remembered if that cartoon came out.
Right.
If Steven Spielberg made it at least. Because like everyone remembers Animaniacs and Freakazoid, or not? Yeah, and Freakazoid because like they're getting reboots now.
Right.
Golly.
Is Freakazoid getting a reboot? I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, apparently Paul Rudd has been teasing everyone on Twitter.
I haven't. Freakazoid's one of those shows that's impossible to watch anymore without resorting to like Kid Cartoon or something.
Agreed.
I think Freakazoid needs to come back. I think he needs to stay dead because I think they're going to make him extremely.
I think they need to release a box set. They need to release a box set of the original series, and then I'll be happy.
I mean, they did, but it's not great. It literally has like it does the Earthworm Jim problem where some episodes are repeated.
Is there only one season of Freakazoid?
You can buy them on Amazon and Vudu.
Oh, the episodes themselves? Oh yeah. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just eating Burger King, not sponsored.
I'm a physical media junkie. If it's on a streaming service or online, it doesn't count. It's got to be a physical release.
I just stream shit now. I've gone full streamer gamer mode. I'm sorry, but I bought all of Freakazoid seasons 1 and 2 on Amazon, so that's just how I watch Freakazoid now, and I turn that on all the time because it's written so well. I love that show so much. I think it's the best Steven Spielberg cartoon in my opinion. Like it's better than Animaniacs and Tiny Toons and that weird Transylvania show that came out. Do you guys remember that?
Transylvania show.
That Toonsylvania show that Steven Spielberg made lasted for like a few episodes.
I don't remember this. Let me look it up. Oh, I've seen these characters, but this feels like a suppressed memory.
So let's see.
Yeah, this was like this is Steve Spielberg's last cartoon.
That's sad.
Yep. And it did not do very well. I don't blame him though. I think this is when the gross out era of cartoons were dying.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is that Earthworm Jim can be gross out humor, but like it's more than that. I'd argue that you can do a lot more than just gross out humor with Earthworm Jim. Because like people back in those days just thought, oh, Earthworm Jim, oh yucky, ew, worms are slimy, gross. Well, no, like there's a lot more substance to his character.
Grandma eat worm in commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bold choice, and then that commercial got banned. But
okay, so to get Freakazoid Season 1 on DVD is $52.
Damn.
To get Season 2, it's only $15.
Tracy says, hi, John, keep up the good work. You did a great job.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
John, do me
I'm
a favor.
eating,
Every
sorry.
time you get fast food, can it be Burger King? Because I'd like there to be a running joke on these streams.
But I just said not sponsored. Oh, okay, give me one sec. Let me
Welcome
read.
back to the Fan Game stream, sponsored by Burger King.
Hi there.
Boy-
Back in the groove.
Not Burger, it's Boyger King.
Boygas. Okay, hold on. Let me read some of these. What would you
Jim's New
have
Groove.
had in the new Battletoads Wait, would you have had the new Battletoads be hand drawn, but in the arcade style? Like, I don't know why they keep trying
Yeah.
to. Why do they keep trying to reimagine these things? So, guys, here's what I mean when I mean reimagined. Because obviously, I want to reimagine New Junk City. That does not mean take what New Junk City was and just throw it in the toilet and make my own thing from it. No, I want to take the concepts that they could not put in the game because of hardware limitations and actually, like, make a definitive, if you will, a definitive version of New Junk City, because they had a lot of good ideas. A lot of good ideas that they just couldn't implement because of hardware limitations. Well, we don't really have those anymore. Obviously, we'll still need to be mindful about optimization. I would like this game to run on pretty much any computer that's not a toaster. I just think that just is what I want. But for Battletoads, all it had to do was just use the arcade style or just be like reminiscent of the arcade style. Get rid of the stupid humor that isn't funny. Like, some parts were funny and they got me laughing, and then some other parts were like, damn. The writers were literally just like, oh, it's a joke, and yeah. I don't like what they did with the Queen. They totally screwed up the Queen's character.
There's so many. What's so annoying is that like they didn't want to make her like super offensive or anything, but like there's so many characters like that in current media that are drawn and designed just like the Queen for back in the 90s. So what's the big deal about making her look like her original design, or at least just polishing it a little bit? You don't have to make it too revealing, but still make it reminiscent of the original design. Right. I don't understand what's so hard about that.
No, because she was a vixen in the original design. She looked like a dominatrix, and we can't have that in modern media. Oh no, the children looking at a woman's body. Oh no. In other words, she was too sexy for media. Just way too sexy, I guess. So Gage, I did not draw this nuts and bolts reimagination, if you will. That was done by my friend Bones, who was on chat with us. So Bones, would you like to take on the challenge? Would you like to draw Jim in SpongeBob SquarePants style? I think you can do it. Okay. Let's see what else. So Shredder's Revenge, I really liked. I played it with my friend Mikey. It was really good. Like, I played it with Mikey, Mark, and Jazz. They're great friends of mine. But I feel like it's too short. That's the only problem.
You guys hear what I said?
No.
I'll see what I can do. I was making a joke about that earlier when I started, like, oh, in the SpongeBob art style. But I'll see if I can try that. I'm not good at replicating art styles. I'm good at doing my own thing while making a comic.
Oh yeah, I agree, Greg Kirby. The design sucks. Let me see. I haven't played the Cowabunga collection, but my friend Mikey has. He says it's really good. Let's see. Again, I'm sorry, I'm eating and talking. I don't know. I kind of like Peter's character. I think he should be a little fruity. I mean, my thing is the cartoon kind of invented that personality for Peter. He shows none of that in the games. In the games, he's literally just
He didn't really have much personality in the games.
because I mean, it was literally one dimensional. So with the cartoon, they gave him this sort of nasally.
Gave him a nifty shirt.
A nifty
I'm
shirt.
making this super cursed, guys. You remember Mr. Krabs' worm?
Oh no,
Yeah.
not Mr. Doodle.
Mr. Doodles.
Yeah,
I love.
I love that's his name. It's so cute.
Yeah,
But he's only
so freaking.
he's barely ever seen though.
I had a
He's
dog
only in,
named
like, the
Mr.
one
Doodles.
episode.
I thought about making Peter ambiguously gay in my take for Earthworm Jim. I mean,
Okay.
sure. I that's not the route that I would go, Vania, but I mean, it's your take, so maybe who knows? You know, I always say who knows because sometimes
I just make him a dog.
I would just make him a bird, Peter the bird. No. Some people think Jim is just Booger Man with the gross. No, it's not. If you
That's
take
what I was saying
take
earlier.
Jim and Booger Man, they are on different levels. Like Jim does have
Jim
some
is more
gross
than
out
gross
humor,
out humor.
but it's more than that. Booger Man
Yeah.
is well drawn. It is well animated. But the problem is they literally just stayed in that zone of gross out humor. They didn't like.
He digs through
it's
shit.
not flexible.
That's disgusting.
He digs through crap, like and other junk and stuff like that. He goes down the toilet like Jim, but Jim, they didn't actually get him. He's not flushed. He just goes.
No, he teleports.
He teleports.
Which I think is a lot goofier in my opinion. Like
Unexpected.
You think he's gonna flush it down? You flush down the toilet, but no, he teleports. That's unexpected humor.
I kind of wanted for the fan game. Jim would sit on the toilet. He would pull the string. Nothing would happen, but the toilet would a beam of light would come from the toilet, and it would just teleport him that way. Jim's like, huh?
What if
He sits on the toilet, pulls out a newspaper, and then he teleports away, and the newspaper falls to the ground.
What
That's
if
great.
Earthworm Jim and
That's
the
great.
SpongeBob art? Go ahead, John.
No.
I'm just shooting ideas here. Wouldn't it be funny if Earthworm Jim in the SpongeBob SquarePants art style, his gun shoot bubbles? Little bubble gun.
Kind of based. I'm just kidding.
What the scallop?
With the scallop, his gun should end in a spatula, actually.
Oh yeah, never mind, Spencer. That's a good idea. I'm gonna draw that.
Let's see.
Guys,
Boogerman
I
is-
think we might have to wrap up the stream here soon.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish this.
He's drawing the.
I gotta go eat dinner, and apparently my mom wants me for something, so...
Okay, well, let me just do this really quickly. I'm just about done with it. Because again, I'm half-assing these doodles. I'm not actually this isn't my real art style, people.
Yeah, the newspaper idea is pretty funny. I like that. The idea that Jim's just like he pulls out the newspaper. He has one leg, you know, kind of like when you're sitting down, you cross your leg.
Crossing his legs.
He opens the newspaper. He goes, and then he pulls the string or something, or maybe he doesn't even pull the string. Maybe he just has it there. The beam of light comes in, teleports him. The newspaper is seen on screen. It just kind of spins around real quickly, and then it just floats to the ground.
He should scream when the beam of light hits him.
He's like,
All right,
"What's
guys, here you go.
happening?"
That's coming your way. Here it is.
All right,
Uh-oh.
let's see this beauty.
Oh, no. That's fantastic.
Oh no, Spencer! Oh my God, I mean, Bones. What'd you Bones? No, you should have gave him Larry the Lobster's physique.
Greetings from Apple World.
We will bury you.
Greetings from Apple World.
Well, there you go.
That's pretty cursed.
That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Wait, does he have a W on his chest for Wumbo?
Wumbo.
For Wumbo.
Actually, that's more of an
Yeah.
H.
Yeah, I was trying to.
It's
I-
H for himbo.
Jim is a himbo, so it works. All right. Well, I know Spencer has places to be, so do you think we're gonna wrap it up here?
Places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow.
No,
Connection.
I don't remember the lyrics.
Can't stick around. Gotta keep moving on.
I sang
What
Rainbow
lies
Connection
ahead,
like
only
I'm
one
ass.
way to find out.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the
Just
Sonic
keep
Adventure.
on moving ahead.
It's City Escape
No
from
time
Sonic
for
Adventure
guessing.
2.
Follow my plan
I only
instead.
played the first one. I didn't play the second one.
Hey, Mikey, what's up, man? You just caught us singing and being weird. I did not draw that. My friend, Mr. Bones. It's Mr. Bones. Why don't you tell my friend Mikey what you did there?
We drew Earthworm Jim in the SpongeBob SquarePants art style right after we drew him in the Nuts and Bolts art style. That's my cursed interpretation.
Here, I'll
That
show you
first
the
work.
I'll show you the nuts and bolts, Mikey. It's terrible.
I should have given him a unibrow, but I needed to stay true to the SpongeBob. Oh, I should have given him Plankton's unibrow.
Oh my god.
I mean, this is just Jim the incel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just Jim the incel.
Don't mind me, was it Michael Bolton? Don't mind me, dude. My art is cursed. There it is. There he is.
Yeah, Mikey has done music stuff for me, just like my other composer, Jamie. And Spencer's done some music stuff too. Wow, music stuff.
Wow.
I love how ugly and blocky his gun looks. Like that.
I like
That
his.
would be
Why does his gun actually say groovy on it? Like that just destroys the whole.
So that was my
purpose.
cringy. So back when I was obsessed with Jim at the time, when I was like in high school, I would always draw him. For some reason, I would always put groovy on his gun, and that's just a cringy homage to that.
So in other words, he's
It should,
groovy Jim.
it should be on a. It should be written in Sharpie on a piece of tape. Like how we
Yeah,
did
it's
for
like-
thumbnail.
Yeah, it's carved on his gun or some shit like that. I don't
Oh my
know what
God.
my thinking process was, but I always thought that was like really cool and edgy. And
No,
Etch your
dude,
cow
you
onto
should do
the
the
side.
S. You know that cool S that people do on the.
no, that should be his suspenders. It should be an S in that, or have a little like design on the
Oh.
front of his chest.
You know, S for SpongeBob or S for Sandy. That way they can identify our bodies. Let's see. John, you know my music's. No, that's not true. Stop being deprecating. You do good.
Well, I think I gotta get going, guys.
All right,
Yeah, me
guys.
too.
So, just
You know.
nefarious space villain. All right, we'll probably stream again. Maybe I'll work on the run cycle on stream, or I'll do something else. Who knows?
I
Spencer,
think we've
thank you
learned that 3D
so.
modeling is.
So for now, just because the channel is not so huge, maybe we'll save the 3D modeling stuff for another time. But it was
Maybe I
worth
could stream
experimenting. It was worth
What
experimenting.
if we stream it on my channel? Because I have a bigger. I mean, I don't have a huge audience, but I have a much
Oh,
bigger
I see
audience.
what you're saying. Yeah, we could do that as like a collaboration of Mr. Bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm the
Make
marketer,
Mr.
so I
Bones
may
a
as
playable character.
oh
Yeah.
It's
boy!
the secret unlockable.
please. That would be a dream come true, and then I could get John or Doug to voice me.
He would. That would
You don't
literally
want to
be.
voice you.
That's just Zach saying, "Please put Lyle in realistic model of Lyle in Super Smash Brothers. Please, oh please!" like that's that same energy.
Make the source. Do a Friday Night Funkin' and make the source code available so people can mod it.
Oh yeah, Vania. Mikey was one of my composers. I was talking to him about you because y'all both do music stuff and like Fruity Loops and stuff. So possible collaboration maybe. So yeah.
Anyway.
next time we'll probably just stick to more animation and game stuff. But I do appreciate y'all coming in. I'm glad Mr. Bones could be here to help mod the chat and lend his voice and all that. And
Tune in next week when we build our very own super suit on stream in real life, and there'll be Jack Black, and hookers and booze. Tune in
Actually,
next week, folks.
No, actually, screw all that. Just
Just do the blackjack.
just do the blackjack. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a lovely evening. Bye.
You guys have a good night. Stay tuned for
Goodbye.
next stream.
It's over. You can go outside and play now.